Are you curious about the new Heaven Hill Heritage Collection? Want to know which is better, 17 or 18? Let's dive into a review. This is a whiskey I know and love. I've already done a full review of this on my website, amongstthewhiskey.com. Make sure you check that out. This is a bourbon that earned my top score, a 5 out of 5. And now enter the 2024 release. This is an 18-year bourbon. Small batch, bottled at 120 proof, and is completely comprised of Bernheim aged whiskey. Bernheim was a distillery owned by United Distillers, and in 1999, Heaven Hill decided to buy that plant. Just 6 years later, this whiskey was put into barrels. Both these bottles are comprised of Heaven Hill's standard bourbon mash bill, 78% corn, 10% rye, 12% malted barley. But without further ado, let's get into a head-to-head. All right, let's start out with the 17-year, shall we? Ooh, I get that beautiful classic Heaven Hill vanilla. I find this to be more in line with the vintage style Heaven Hill. Think old school batches of Elijah Craig barrel proof, a higher proof Elijah Craig 18 maybe. A little bit of that orange zest, but it's really creamy, very silky, a little funky. I get pretty distinct earthiness, leather, and just oodles and oodles of vanilla, of course. And now comparing the 18-year. Oh, these are very different noses. The one parallel I will say both have is a distinct earthiness, obviously a bit of rich barrel funk. At this age statement, you're not going to be able to ignore the fact that these are oaky bourbons. Okay, this one I think is a little more refined, elegant, maybe even a little more complexity on the 18-year. Oh, the big distinction here is going to be the fruit. There is far more fruit tones on the 18-year. I find cherry skins, plum, raspberry. I like that. I like that a lot. Twist my arm, make me choose one. I'm giving the 18-year a nod on the nose. A head-to-head wouldn't be complete without a sip, though. Let's give it a try. So this is the 17-year. Wow. Again, vintage Heaven Hill. I'm getting that old, maybe even kind of pre-fire-esque Elijah Craig. I know this isn't pre-fire, but it tastes like it maybe could be. That is too good not to have another sip. Much like the nose, zesty orange peel, a little bit of lemon frosting, great creamy vanilla, earthy but refined, subtle, well-crafted, good whiskey. Obviously, it earned a 5 out of 5 before. It is still a great whiskey. It has not suffered at all from oxidation at this fill level. No worries there. And now, of course, a comparison to the sip of the 18-year. Both of these are just a masterclass of the palate following the nose. Everything that gets introduced on the nose carries through to the palate. The 18-year bourbon offers a wonderful depth of fruit, just like the nose did. Plum, raspberry, cherry. The 18-year is maybe a touch more effervescent, too. It has a little more of a tingly feeling on the tongue, which gives it a little more depth. The follow-through and the linger offers root beer, almost like a light roast coffee as well. That's really good. Another sip. You know the term Kentucky hug? The 18-year is like a Kentucky snuggle. Damn, that's good. Between these two, there are no losers. Me especially. Again, twist my arm. Maybe I need another taste of the 17. We're splitting hairs here. Both of these are a 5 out of 5 pour for me. But again, twist my arm, make me choose. It's the 18-year for me. The added depth, complexity, sweetness, balance, effervescence that the 18-year offers really elevates it for me. This is one that makes me ask, how is Heaven Hill going to one-up themselves on this? This is beautiful, beautiful whiskey. Well worth the $300 that I paid for it. That is the MSRP on this one. 300 buckaroos. Let me know down in the comments, are you buying this at 300? Did my review help you? Let me know. Cheers, friends, and keep it amongst the whiskey.